Most people think wealth is built in a moment of brilliance, a decision, an opportunity, the right stock at the right time. It isn't. Picture Marcus, 34, $52,000 a year, hospital administration, gets a $6,000 raise last October, and within 90 days, he's got a new apartment, a leased car, and a restaurant habit he didn't have before. Feels like progress. It isn't. He's $11,000 poorer than he was the day before that raise. He just doesn't know it yet. Now picture Diane, same job category, same city, same $52,000 salary. No raise, no side hustle, no crypto play. She just installed 5 habits at 28 and left them alone. By 38, Diane has $214,000 in net worth. Marcus has $4,800 in savings and $31,000 in car debt. Same income, same city, same decade. That gap is not luck, it is behavior. Here's the stat that frames this entire video. The average millionaire has 7 income streams, but almost every single one started with one boring paycheck. What separated them was what they did with it before they spent it. This video is 25 of those things, not theories, installable habits, specific enough to act on before your next payday. Keep count as we go. Drop your score in the comments at the end. Be honest with yourself. One number before we start, $190,000. I'll come back to it. The first habit sounds obvious. Most people aren't doing it. Habit 1. Pay yourself first, before any bill. Not after rent, not after subscriptions, not after you see what's left. The moment your paycheck lands, money moves to savings. Everything else gets paid from what remains. One inversion completely changes the psychology. You are no longer saving what's left over. You are spending what's left after saving. Habit 2. Automate that transfer the day you get paid. Here's the $190,000. Someone earning $45,000 a year, automating 10% of take-home, roughly $300 a month, into a basic S&P 500 index fund. No raises, no extra contributions, 20 years. $190,000. That is not a financial plan. That is one automated transfer left alone. The math doesn't require brilliance. It requires not canceling the transfer. Habit 3. Keep one account boring and untouched. Separate account, no debit card, no app alerts. Exists only to receive that automated transfer. The friction of accessing it is not a flaw, it is the entire design. Habit 4. Never upgrade your lifestyle when income increases. Every raise Diane ever received went straight to increasing her savings transfer, not her apartment. Behavioral economist Shlomo Benarxi in the American Economic Review found that most people spend 100% of every income increase within 6 months. The new money feels new, the habits are old. The new money gets swallowed. Habit 5. Track net worth monthly. Not daily, not yearly. Not account balance, net worth. Assets minus liabilities. One number, once a month. Write it down. That number is the only scoreboard that matters, and most people have never looked at it once. Open your banking app right now. Find the automatic transfer feature, set one up, any amount, starting on your next payday. You can always increase it. You cannot buy back the months you waited.
This next one feels obvious. Almost nobody does it. Habit 6. Never finance anything that loses value. Cars, electronics, furniture, vacations on a credit card. Here's the math. A $28,000 car financed at 7% over 5 years costs you roughly $33,500 total. By the time the loan is paid off, the car is worth $11,000. You paid $33,500 for something worth $11,000. That is not a car payment. That is a $22,500 wealth transfer you signed off on inside a dealership. Habit 7. Shop your insurance every 12 months. Home, auto, renters, life. Every year get competing quotes. J.D. Power research shows that people who shop annually save between $400 and $900 per year, and most people have never done it once. The insurance company is a business. Treat it like one. Habit 8. Keep an opportunity fund, separate from your emergency fund. 2 accounts, one for emergencies, job loss, medical, car repair, completely untouchable. One for opportunities, a market dip, a below-market asset, a business investment. People who confuse these two either miss opportunities because the money is emergency money or blow their emergency fund on something exciting. Keep them separate. Habit 9. Make one financial decision per quarter. Every hot investment tip, every new financial product, every restructuring idea, write it down, park it 90 days. If it still makes sense then, execute. If it doesn't, you just saved yourself from yourself. This is not procrastination. It is a cooling-off protocol for the one area of life where impulse is most expensive. Habit 10. Unsubscribe from financial news alerts. This sounds wrong. Staying informed sounds smart. Here is why it's costing you money. Research by Brad Barber and Terence O'Dean, published in the Journal of Finance, found that the most frequent traders, driven primarily by news reaction, earn returns 6.5 percentage points lower per year than those who trade least. Every alert is a trigger. Every trigger is a potential reaction. Every reaction interrupts compounding. The market doesn't reward the most informed. It rewards the most patient.
Every day you don't start compounding is a day you cannot get back. Not because the math gets harder, because time is the one inflate money cannot buy. Habit 11. Invest the same amount every month, regardless of what the market is doing. Dollar cost averaging. Not exciting, devastatingly effective. Market drops, your fixed contribution buys more shares. Market rises, your existing shares gain value. You win in both directions. The only way to lose is to stop. Habit 12. Never sell in a downturn. Diane watched her account drop 22% in 2022. She did not touch it. Marcus sold during the first correction he experienced. He locked in his losses, missed the recovery, and reinvested 6 months later at higher prices. Reactive selling is the single most expensive habit in personal finance, and it is completely 100% voluntary. Habit 13. Use tax-advantaged accounts before anything else. 401k to the employer match first. Roth IRA to the annual limit second. Taxable brokerage last. Traditional 401k reduces your taxable income now. Roth IRA means every dollar you withdraw in retirement is tax-free. The order is not optional. It is the difference between building wealth and building wealth while paying a tax penalty on every dollar. Vanguard's 2025 retirement data confirms that workers with automatic enrollment in retirement plans are significantly more likely to reach retirement readiness than those who opt in manually. The system does the work. The system is the point. Habit 14. Reinvest every dividend. Turn on automatic dividend reinvestment. Every dividend buys fractional shares. Those shares generate future dividends. Those dividends buy more shares. This is compounding. No decision required. No monitoring required. The most passive form of wealth accumulation available to a regular person. Habit 15. Check your portfolio once a month, not more. Calendar reminder. One look, done. More frequent checking increases emotional reactivity. Emotional reactivity leads to reactive selling. Reactive selling kills compounding. You are not trying to be aware of every fluctuation. You are trying to never react to one. Protection habits, invisible moves, compounding mechanics. Halfway through, the next 5 are the ones most people skip because they feel soft. They are not. This is where Diane and Marcus actually split apart.
Most people think their money problem is math. It isn't. Habit 16. Stop comparing income. Compare net worth. 2 neighbors, both earning $110,000 a year. One has $420,000 in net worth at 45. The other has a negative net worth, mortgage, car loans, student debt still grinding. Income is the performance. Net worth is the score. Stop watching the performance. Watch the score. Habit 17. Never tell people your salary. Not paranoia, strategy. The moment people know your income, they calibrate their expectations of you. What you should drive, where you should eat, what kind of vacations you should take. Silence protects the gap between what you earn and what your life costs. That gap is the entire game. Habit 18. Define your enough number and write it down. The enough number is the net worth at which your portfolio generates enough passive income to cover your cost of living indefinitely. Without it, every financial decision is made in a vacuum. With it, you have a finish line. Everything either moves you toward it or away from it. What's yours? Write it in the comments right now. Most people have never thought about it. That is not a coincidence. Habit 19. Set a yearly spending ceiling. Each January, set the maximum your household spends for the year. Not a line-by-line budget, a ceiling. If you want to raise it, you need a written reason and a 30-day waiting period. This creates friction between earning more and spending more. The exact friction lifestyle creep is engineered to eliminate. Habit 20. Buy experiences, not status. Not because it feels better, because experiences don't depreciate, don't require maintenance, and don't come with a 5-year payment plan. Research from Thomas Gilovich at Cornell consistently shows that experiential purchases produce longer-lasting satisfaction than material ones, and they leave no financial hangover.
This last chapter is where most personal finance content goes soft. We won't. Habit 21. Have a written financial plan you review once a year. 1 page. Net worth target, savings rate, debt payoff timeline, investment allocation, insurance review date. Every January, you update it. You file the old version. In 10 years, you have a decade-long record of every financial decision you made and why. That is more financial discipline than 90% of households in this country will ever have. Habit 22. Give money away deliberately. Not randomly, not reactively. On a schedule, to people or causes you chose in advance. This habit does something no spreadsheet can. It resets your relationship with scarcity. Scarcity thinking, the belief that there is never enough, is the most documented psychological barrier to long-term wealth accumulation, studied in depth by Sendhil Mullainathan and Eldar Shafir in their landmark 2013 research on the psychology of scarcity. Deliberate giving proves to your own nervous system that you are not in survival mode. Habit 23. Learn one financial concept per month. Not a course, not a certification, one concept. Rule of 72 in January, tax loss harvesting in February, bond duration in March, 12 concepts a year, 60 in 5 years. Knowledge compounds the same way money does, and it costs nothing.
Habit 24. Don't retire from work. Retire from financial stress.
The goal is not to stop doing things. The goal is to do things freely, without financial necessity forcing your hand. People who frame retirement this way are less likely to drain their portfolios early, more likely to stay engaged and purposeful in their 60s and 70s, and they report significantly higher life satisfaction. Work is fine. Working because you have no alternative is what we're ending. Habit 25. Teach your child one money habit before age 10. Children raised in financially literate households are 4 times more likely to build independent wealth, not because of inheritance, but because of behavior that was normalized early. You don't need a curriculum. You need one conversation and a savings account with their name on it.
Here's what $190,000 actually was.
not a windfall, not a high salary. It was someone earning $45,000 a year, automating $300 a month, and never canceling the transfer. 20 years, no drama, no strategy session, just the math, left undisturbed. Marcus didn't lose because he earned less. He lost because he kept interrupting the compounding. Every upgrade, every financed car, every reactive sell, each one was a small voluntary break in a cycle that only pays out when you leave it alone. Diane didn't win through iron discipline. She won because she installed systems that made the right behavior automatic and the wrong behavior inconvenient. That's the game, in full. Now, your score. Go through the 25 habits. Count the ones you're actually doing, not planning to do, not know you should do, doing right now consistently. 10 or above, you're already on the path. You don't need 25. You need one more. Below 10, same answer. One habit. Automate it before your next payday. Pick it. Name it in the comments. Come back in 90 days and tell me if you held it. If you realize that the reason you feel quietly broke isn't your income, it's the 25 small decisions running on autopilot, watch the next video. It's the full paycheck flowchart, where every dollar should go, in what order, starting from $1. It's the system the financial services industry never had any incentive to hand you for free. Wealth is not loud. That's rather the point.